too long with an intro. Today, we're looking at some of the most insane, real laws from around the world at the minute. Let's get into them. We begin with this one. It's illegal to chew gum in Singapore. Sometimes we all suffer when fools break the rules. After vandals used chewing gum to mess with the mass rapid transit system, and the Housing and Development Board spent $150,000 a year to clean gum litter. Singapore banned all gum substances in 1992. Anyone importing, selling or making gum in Singapore can get fined and or jail time, with the exception of nicotine and dental gums offering therapeutic value. It's illegal to run out of gas on the German autobahn. Notorious for having dynamic speed limits that give drivers a chance to travel more than 100 miles per hour, car enthusiasts and speed demons love tricks along the German autobahn. But if you run out of gas, you could face a big fine. And don't even think of walking to a gas station. You'll get another fine for that. It's illegal to hike naked in Switzerland. After Swiss and German travellers decided to make naked hiking a thing in Switzerland. A decade ago, Swiss officials reminded folks that a public indecency law still exists and you can be fined if caught in the woods in the buff. It's illegal to feed pigeons in Venice, Italy, with thousands of pigeons descending upon St. Mark's Square and Venice, lured by the tourists readily handing out food in exchange for Instagram-worthy photos. The Venice lawmakers officially made it illegal to feed the pesky fowl in 2008. It's said the clean-up from the birds cost each citizen €275 a year. So now the tables are turned. If you're caught feeding the pigeons, you could face fines of up to €700. It's illegal to wear high heels to the Acropolis. When packing for a trip to Greece, make sure you have the right shoes. The country banned high heels in the Acropolis in 2009, so no stilettos at the Parthenon. Don't wear your Winnie the Pooh t-shirt in Poland. The cuddly little bear all stuffed with fluff does not wear pants because of this. Poland issued a ban on Winnie the Pooh around playgrounds and schools, finding the A.A. Milne character a bit too risque for the likes of impressionable children. It's illegal to wear a suit of armour in British Parliament. We know you've been dying to don your suit of armour for a visit to Parliament during your next trip to London. Still, there is an ancient law dating back to 1313 that prohibits it. The Brits could revoke the law, but as armour really isn't as fashionable as it was in the Middle Ages, why should they bother? It's illegal to ride a cow while drunk in Scotland. I'd say that's just probably pretty good life advice in general. Before you get any crazy ideas and have too much Scottish whiskey, you should know you could get a ticket for drunk cow riding. Technically, the full 1872 law mandates people not to be drunk when in charge of a cow, horse, carriage or steam engine. It's illegal to wear camouflage in much of the Caribbean. Leave the camo attire at home when you head to the Caribbean. To wear it is a big no-no in many island nations, including Barbados, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, Antigua, Barbuda and Jamaica. only allowed to be worn by the country's military personnel. No selfies with Buddha in Sri Lanka. When you take a selfie with Buddha, you're turning your back on him. This sign of disrespect is punishable by imprisonment in Sri Lanka. It's also considered disrespectful to point your finger at Buddha, and sometimes there are bans on taking photos with the statues. It's illegal to wear a mask in public in Denmark. Not only masks, the Danish government wants to stop anyone from covering their faces in any way in public spaces. I wonder what they did during COVID. This includes masks, helmets, scarves, hats, fake beards and even burgers. Controversial ban went into effect in August 2018. Officials claim the ban helps to properly identify people during crowded events, should anything negative happen and someone need to be identified. Registering as married at a hotel makes it so in North Carolina. Let's say a man and woman walk into a hotel in North Carolina, request to share a room and claim they are married. By common law marriage rules in the state, that man and woman would legally then be married. As the couple outwardly present themselves as husband and wife to the public, they are deemed a common law marriage that is honoured and valid in North Carolina. But that's crazy. It is illegal to fly a kite in Victoria in Australia. In Australia's southeastern tip of Victoria, home to Melbourne, it is illegal to fly a kite in a public space if it bothers another person. In fact, you cannot even play a game in a public place if it annoys somebody else. Listed as part of Summary Offences Act of 1966. The Aussies probably won't mind if you do decide to fly a kite while you visit. No water pistols on New Year's in Cambodia. New Year celebrations in Cambodia get so crazy that the capital city of Siem Reap won't allow for the sale of water pistols leading up to and during its big celebrations. The ban went into place to prevent traffic accidents and public disorder. It's illegal to swear in the UAE. In the Muslim United Arab Emirates, swearing could get you fined, jailed or deported. Under Article 373 of the UAE Penal Code, swearing disgraces the honour or the modesty of a person. This isn't just for saying inappropriate words aloud, it includes indecent physical gestures and extends to your text messages and social media as well. Not even indecent emojis are allowed. It's illegal to wear lacy undies in Russia. Sorry ladies, brackets and gents, but Russia doesn't want you wearing anything lacy underneath your clothing. The 2014 law in Russia, Belarus and Kazakhstan states undergarments must be made with a minimum of 6% cotton. Why? Well, they claim it's for health and safety. It's apparently illegal to dance in the dark after midnight in Japan. Japan was like the country version of the movie Footloose. Dancing after midnight was banned for generations, as it is just too sinful. Well, it was really just too American. Enacted in 1948 while US soldiers occupied Japan, the ban was placed to stop liberal Americans from corrupting the good citizens of Japan. Japan finally lifted the ban in 2015. You can dance after midnight as long as it's not in the dark. You must hang artwork in Wyoming buildings. In the great state of Wyoming, any public building erected must have art displayed valued at 1% of the building's cost, although not to exceed $100,000. unless you already have your burial plot purchased in the local cemetery. This has to do with the fact that the cemetery is full, so the mayor issued an ordinance in 2008. You must walk your dog daily in Rome. Rome's strict laws against animal cruelty, including the walking of pet dogs. If an owner does not walk their dog once a day, at minimum they could be fined $625. The law extends to goldfish as well. While they cannot be walked, they must have room to swim. Goldfish are not allowed to be kept in bowls and must instead have a full-sized aquarium. I kind of love that. That's awesome. If that's still true, some of these might be a little bit dated, but still fun to look at nonetheless. Next up, it's illegal to build a sandcastle in Spain. Well, that's not true. Spain despises your attempt at making sandcastles so much you could be fined if caught building one in Spain, and the fines vary on location at their discretion. On the island of Mallorca, for example, you could pay €100. I can't imagine that that's true. I really don't think that that's true. It's illegal to reincarnate without permission in China. Tibetan Buddhist monks are not allowed to reincarnate after they die unless they've been granted permission from the government. I'm not really sure how you'd enforce that, but fair enough. It's illegal to kill Bigfoot in British Columbia, Canada. When people first began sighting Bigfoot or Sasquatch in the 1800s, British Columbia made it illegal to kill him, her, it. No one has ever captured proof of this hairy giant creature, but if you should find it and kill it, you could be fined up to $250,000 if you do not have a proper hunting license. Washington State, just below the border, has a similar law. It's illegal to be in the ocean in Portugal. To keep beaches clean and beachgoers healthy, Portugal has banned being in the ocean. We're not quite sure how they would prove this one, but it's better safe just to use the restrooms like a civilized person. Yeah, absolutely not. It's illegal. I feel like I keep saying illegal a lot. Illegal. It's illegal to wear a fake moustache in an Alabama church. If your fake moustache makes people laugh, save it for anywhere but church. As it's illegal in Alabama, the point of this silly law is that you are not to interrupt the service. Married women can only have one glass of wine in Bolivia. If you're a single woman in La Paz, Bolivia, drink up. But if you're married, it's just one glass of wine for you. This sexist law is due to the belief that alcohol may make a woman more immoral. Her husband could actually divorce her if she is drinking in public. Men cannot wear strapless gowns in Florida. Despite what may take place in South Beach's world-renowned drag clubs, it's actually illegal for a man to wear a strapless gown in Florida. However, the law doesn't say they cannot wear dresses with spaghetti straps, cap sleeves or long sleeves. It's illegal to climb a tree in Toronto. Think you can just climb a tree in Canada? Expect to pay a hefty fine if you get caught doing so anywhere in the province of Ontario. This goes for Ottawa, Toronto and even in the middle of the forest, unless you have a permit. In 2013, one young tree climbing enthusiast earned himself a $365 ticket for climbing one in Belleuve Square Park. I totally butchered that pronunciation. You must provide for your elderly parents in China. The protection of the rights and interests of elderly people includes a number of requirements for children when it comes to their elderly It's illegal for your chicken to cross the road in Georgia. Yep, that's right. In an effort to encourage people to keep their chickens under control, there's a statute in Quitman, Georgia, that says you can be fined if your chicken should get loose. This means it cannot cross the road to get to the other side. It's illegal to pay with too many coins in Canada. When making payment that is more than $10, it's illegal to pay with more than a single coin under the Currency Act in Canada. Close the gate or you'll be fined in Nevada. Gates in Nevada are used to keep in livestock, and anyone not closing and fastening a gate when outside city limits can receive a fine. Okay, next one. Probably should go without saying, but regardless. It's illegal to eat a person in Idaho. Just in case you get hungry, Idaho will imprison you up to 14 years if you eat the flesh or blood of a person. Cannibalism is allowed under life-threatening conditions, however. Well, that's good to know. You must beat a drum to warn of locusts in India. In the event of a locust invasion in India, a male 14 and older must do everything possible to prevent and stop the destruction of the locusts. Those who live 5 miles or more from the place where the invasion is occurring must announce it by beating on a drum or another method that alerts the town. Don't pass wind in Malawi. The air fouling legislation of 2011 made it illegal for people in Malawi to foul the air. Instead of a big debate on whether or not this means flatulence, is now a criminal offence. You cannot be overweight in Japan. Save for sumo wrestlers, in an effort to prevent obesity in its citizens, Japan created the Metabo Law. This requires people between the ages of 40 and 74 to have an annual waist measurement performed at the doctor's. Fines will be incurred if men have waists over 33.5 inches or 35.4 inches for women. It's illegal to handle salmon suspiciously in the UK. Under the Salmon Act of 1986, Parliament deemed it illegal to handle salmon in suspicious circumstances across the UK. It also applies to trout, smelt, freshwater fish, lampreys and eels, but it doesn't specify what is considered suspicious. Billboards are not wanted in Hawaii. Billboard advertising is not permitted in the state of Hawaii. Only directional real estate and landmark signs are permitted. One provision is you can have a billboard if it's on your own property. It is illegal to wrestle a bear in South Africa. Not that South Africa has bears, but if it did, it would be illegal to wrestle with them. Don't hang your dirty laundry in public in Trinidad and Tobago. It's illegal to dry your clothes anywhere that projects over a street or a fence or window facing a street. The island wants to look clean while you're cleaning. It's illegal to tell fortunes in Maryland. Whether it's through tarot cards, palm reading or any other method, fortune telling is banned, and if caught you could receive a fine of up to $500 and even up to a year in jail. You can't turn off your phone's camera sound in South Korea. As a response to a hidden camera crisis in subways, the South Korean government banned the silences of phone cameras when taking pictures. This means if you buy a phone in the country, you'll be unable to turn off the shutter sound. also exists in Japan. I like that one as well, to be fair. Finnish taxi drivers must pay royalty fees for songs they play in their cars. Whenever you get in the cab, it's normal for the taxi driver to be listening to the radio as a way to make the ride more pleasant for everyone. In Finland, however, taxi drivers are required by law to pay royalty fees for songs they play while driving passengers. The logic of the law is that they're using the song for business while making a profit, so they must pay for the rights. That's crazy, that one, that's true. You cannot flush the toilet after hours in Sweden. If you're in certain parts of Sweden and need to go to the bathroom after 10 PM, you're out of luck. It's not that you can't go, but you won't be able to make noise while you do it. This means you'll be forced to let it mellow until the morning. If you're a guy, you'll also need to go sitting down so that you don't make as much noise. The rule isn't followed in every part of the country, but if you have an annoying neighbour who wants to complain, they would technically have the law on their side. It's illegal to play dominoes in Sevilla, Spain. Another country trying to combat noise pollution in weird ways is Spain, or more precisely the city of Sevilla. The beautiful city prevents people from playing dominoes in public, allegedly because the pieces make too much noise when they clink as players put them down. And let's finish with a weird one. This is a good one, because so many people would want to do this. In Michigan, it is illegal to throw octopuses. Is it not octopi? Octopuses, whatever. Fans of the Detroit Red Wings hockey team have a tradition of throwing octopuses onto the ice for good luck in the 1950s. The situation got so bad that a law had to be passed against this. While the law has been around for a while, fans continue to partake in this tradition, rather than be a weird law that is no longer used. It's a weird law that isn't enforced, but that continues to be relevant. And that is going to do it for the weird laws in this video. If anyone can disprove any of these, then feel free. I'd rather have the truth in the comments, because some of these just seemed outright ridiculous. And I know a few of them have probably been overturned, but some of them just seem way too ridiculous to even exist in the first place. But yeah, hopefully you found this video entertaining. Let me know if you'd like to see a part 2, because I'm sure there are countless more weird laws that exist or have existed in the world, and they're quite fun to read through as well. But I myself am going to go to bed, and I'm going to bring this video to a close. So thank you so much, as always, for watching this video. If you did enjoy it and you're